Okay. Good morning or good evening or whenever you're seeing this, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. So we're gonna record a little class. It's gonna be like maybe a half hour or so today, and our kitty Oliver, who's the most amazing animal ever, is helping us right now. So the reason we're going to do a shorter class is I can't speak for everybody, but I know that Mandy and I, you would think that there would be less to do to a certain extent in this time, and I think that's not true for many. Many of us are just kind of working overtime and really trying to do everything that we can to support our loved ones, support the people around us, figuring out what's going on in work lives and home lives, and it's hard to sometimes break loose an hour right now, it feels like. And so we're going to do a little shorter practice today, and it'll be a little bit restorative. We're going to move some energy, and then we're going to kind of move into some yin things and just do some self-care in like a little half-hour nugget. So hopefully it's easier for you to carve out. Also, just a quick plug and reminder that I'm going to be doing a Zoom workshop next week on Tuesday for another Karma for COVID event on caring for yourselves and each other during this time. So I hope that you can join me for that. So stay tuned for all that stuff next Tuesday. So let's start on our backs. Let's start in Supta Baddha Konasana. Let's do that.
You gonna join me? Okay.
Looks like Oliver's gonna go help Mandy. Which is awesome. I hope that your pets and your kids are helping you guys with your yoga practice at home, because that connection, those things are so needed right now in staying whole and staying healthy. So on your back in Supta Baddha, just figure out what you need to do to be able to settle in here. What do you need to do to let your body relax? And for me, I have to be on purpose about that, especially when I'm carrying a lot of extra tension. So I have to kind of scan my body and go, okay, can I let my feet relax? Can I let my legs and hips relax? Can I let my chest open and soften and relax? And the muscles of my face. Can you do those things purposefully and just let yourself soften a little right now into your mat? And as you soften, just kind of gently take your attention over to your breathing. And you don't have to manipulate it a bunch at first, and I want you to watch it. Just watch your breath move in and out of your nose, in and out of your mouth. Pay attention to its flow, its temperature. Sometimes a super subtle little thing, if you lick your lips, and then you can feel the temperature of the air more, and just the presence of that noticing that comes with that. And then just start to take control of your breath. Start to make the fullness and the emptiness just gradually become a little more exaggerated, so that the bandwidth of your breath, the length and space of your breath just gets a little longer, a little more purposeful. And notice, are you allowing your breath to expand into your belly into your rib cage, your lower rib cage, into your upper rib cage. Kind of purposefully finding fullness in all spaces there. And as you're continuing to breathe here, just bring your knees together and start to pull them kind of up towards your chest and give yourself a little hug and just be gentle about it at first here. Maybe a little side to side, a little movement. And then just bring that hug in a little closer and pull your nose up by your knees and kind of bring some length to the back of your neck, like you're reaching the crown of your head up at the ceiling. Pull it up. Nice. Let's just do a little happy baby here for a sec. And with this happy baby, you don't have to go for it, like grab your feet and tug on everything. You don't need to do that right now. Just a little opening of your hamstrings. And I just want you to alternate extending your right leg out and then bringing it back. And then left leg out and stretching open, bringing it back. Just do that a few times, just at your own pace, and try to tie it in with your breath cycle in a way that makes sense. Reach and extend when you reach out. See how straight you can make your leg when you reach it out in one direction or the other. Really reaching through your hamstring. Nice. And then take your right leg long on your mat and keep your left knee up. And let's just go to an easy twist. Bring your left knee over your body. And just that reminder, you don't need to go for it right now. Just kind of bringing some movement and figure out what you need to do right now to open up the outside of your left hip and then the space above your left pelvis. Can you breathe into that and kind of open that up a little bit right there? Spend about 2 more breaths here, long, smooth breath cycle. And then switch sides at the end of that. And Mandy just reminded me sort of, if you want to scooch now would be your left butt cheek, scooch it under you to help keep your spine sort of in alignment and nice and long. And maybe just a little movement now in your right knee that lets you find an opening in the outside of your right hip. Maybe kind of moving your right hip away from your head a little bit to open it up. Nice. And come on back to the middle, give yourself another hug. And in that hug, just bring a little rock and roll front to back. Let's just get to all fours in a tabletop. Let's do that. And I just want you to move into some cat-cow and some freedom of movement here. And try to get out of just that one plain movement of cat and cow. See if you can bring your ribs side to side like you had a hula hoop around the bottom of your ribs. Maybe take one hand across to the other side and really stretch out your rib cage, the intercostal muscles, the ones between your ribs, the muscles that go from the bottom of your ribs to the side of your pelvis on the side. See if you can stretch that space out and open that stuff up. Bring movement to your neck, curiosity and movement here. I love to do all this stuff with my eyes closed because when my eyes are closed, I'm not paying attention to what I'm seeing. I'm way more tapped into what I'm feeling. And as you move, let the movements get bigger and kind of digging in a little bit more into opening things up, bringing some love into things. And just turn this into down dog when you're ready. Just kind of move from that cat-cow into down dog and continue with freedom in down dog. Exploring what you need right now. Yeah. In your ankles and your hips. Even the strength of your hands zipping into the mat. Fingertip power. Lifting your tailbone up and away from your head, pulling that little tug of war from your hamstrings to your low back. And that your low back is powerful right now. It's winning that pull, opening up the back of your pelvis, hamstring attachments. Let's lift our right leg up. Open up and explore. Maybe even circles with your right knee in space. Like range of motion exploration with your right knee in space. You can even reach and extend your right leg and then bring it back in for that opening. Take another breath. At the end of that breath, switch sides. And super normal, one side might be super different. So what you explored on the other side may not do much for you. You may think, oh, I got to do this on this side because this is where I'm stiff on this side. We're not symmetrical that way. Nice. Then I want you to step to the front of your mat. Come on down, step to the front. And let's get into squatter's pose. And let your arms sort of drape forward and use the ground. Like you can put fingertips on the ground and kind of traction and pull your body. Let your head yield forward. Pull your body, pull the back of your neck. Maybe a little side to side with your head. Maybe your hands kind of walk over to one side and pull extra. And then they kind of cruise the other side and pull extra. Nice. And then just move into a forward fold. Just bring your hips up into a little forward fold. Hands down still as support. As much knee bend as you need so your fingertips can support the weight of your body. There you go. And then once you've kind of gotten a position, then if you want to keep your hands down, you can do that. Or if you want to do into a hanging ragdoll and grab opposite elbows, you can do that too. Either or. Let your head hang down. Maybe shake it loose a little bit. Take a deep breath in. Yield as you breathe out. Another breath. Drop your hands and fold. Then reach all the way up, as high as you can. Big reach up. Then maybe a little lean over to the right. You can grab your opposite elbow or wrist and pull. You can reach like you're holding a beach ball and stretch it out. Then over to your left. Come on over. And then back to the middle. Big reach up. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Reach all the way up. Look between your hands and lift up. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Let's go high to low push-up. Just let all the air out on the way down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Pour it out, get ready. Walk or jump, top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Reach up all the way, maybe go back a little bit. Open up your front body. Fold forward. Halfway lift. High to low, chaturanga. Upward dog. Down dog. Right leg up nice and high. Bend and open. Big breath into your whole right side. Step through warrior one. Up for air, gentle with yourself. Empty when you land. Use this breath to reach up. Let's go warrior two. Breath in. Sink in. Reverse your warrior. Stay here to breathe out. Now use this breath to reach up all the way through your right fingertips. Lift up, look up. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg up, big breath. Bend and open up. Breath to lift your whole side body. Step through warrior one. Up for air. Empty and land. Breath in to lift your body up. Warrior two. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reverse your warrior. Stay here to breathe out. Little extension with this breath to lift up. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Get a big full breath. Pour a little bit out, just pour it out. Let's get a big deep breath in. Open your mouth and let it go. Let's go right leg up again, nice and high. Bend and open up. Good, now take a nice big full breath. Bring your knee into your nose and arch your back like cat pose. Really lift into the pose. Yes. Now straight back. Warrior one. Up for air. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Lots of length. Keep that. Now sink your front knee deeper as you breathe out. Good. Now get a breath to lift up. Let's go side angle. Left arm up to the sky. And I want you to look at your left thumb and start to turn your body. Let your left rib cage rotate up toward the ceiling. Good. Think about how much reach can you create through the crown of your head away from your left foot, like just a nice long spine. Really good. Take a breath to lift up. Pour it out. Look up to that hand and reach it higher. Empty. Let's get one more big breath right here. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg up nice and high. Bend and open up. Big breath in to get ready. Knee to nose like cat pose. Really arch, really range of motion. Yes. Now straight up. Warrior one. Up for air. Warrior two. Reverse. Stay to breathe out. Now extension up and a little deeper left knee. Yep. Now keep that. Take a breath. Side angle. I will encourage you here, if it's cool for you, you're not going to fall. Close your eyes. Think about the things you created on the other side, those openings, those extensions. Get curious in your body and recreating those things from a place of feeling them. Pull a breath to help yourself lift. Pour it out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look up to your right hand. Big breath to extend. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Big old breath. Empty. Breathe in even deeper. Open your mouth, let it out. Let's get another deep breath. Get empty and ready. Jump softly. Halfway lift. Fold. Reach all the way up. Tree pose standing on your left foot. Just to kind of work with a little front hip opening. Drop your tail a little bit. Get a little taller through the crown of your head. And when you're ready to reach up, reach out. Now I want you to create a careful transition here. See if you can do it without dropping your right foot. Bring your right knee around in the front. Yeah. And then we're just going to move into a little standing twist. Bring your left hand over to your right knee. Stay nice and tall. Mandy's kind of placing her hand on her low back to kind of keep tall. You can keep that there, or you can reach your right hand to the back, behind you. And just start to work with keeping your hips solid, from your belly button to the ground solid, and just a little rotation around that. Let's find a nice tall breath in. Pour it out. Breathe in. Empty. Let's get another breath. Both feet down. Switch sides. Tree pose, standing on your right foot. Figure out what you need to do with your foot to get real solid. Spread your toes and engage the muscles of your ankle in a purposeful way. Little pull of your tail down to start to open up the inside of your left hip, and when you're ready to reach up and go up, you go for it. as gracefully as you can, create this transition. Start to move your left knee forward and move into the twist. Using that left knee and a strong left foot as an anchor to your right hand. Just tall through your body and opening up into the rotation. Draw a nice tall breath in. Pour it out. Breathe in. Out. Just this one more breath right here. Both feet down. Reach up for a big tall breath. Fold forward. Halfway lift. On your back for bridge pose. We're just going to do one nice, strong, powerful bridge. Place your feet as wide as you can, a little more stability there. And just press down and lift up. We're going to kind of tune it up once you get there. What I want you to do in this bridge is I want you to figure out what needs to happen to open up as much of your front body as possible. So how close can you get your shoulder blades in the back, right? That we just get so closed up, all this computer time and phone time, and we get so closed up. Stretch across your collarbones to open up that space. Then I want you to use the muscles of your legs and your butt and your back. Reach your tailbone up through the middle of your knees. Like you're gonna lift your tail up, opening up your hip flexors and creating a little extra space across your lower front body. And then take a big breath. Pour it out. Lift up. Empty. Take a great big breath. Press. Roll on down. Okay. Take your feet as wide as the mat. And just drop your knees over to the right. And from that place, I want you to try to reach your left kneecap away from your head. So you're purposefully opening up the front of your left hip. And if you want to add to that, use your butt muscles to reach your tailbone away from your head as well. And that'll kind of open up the front of your left hip even more. And look to the left. Maybe now take your left arm and kind of curl it up around your head to kind of get some opening through your left armpit. Switch sides when you're ready. A little subtle reach of your right kneecap, a little pull of your tail to open things up. There's not much movement, but you close your eyes, you can really feel what's happening there. I want you to just close your eyes, count out to yourself 3 long, smooth breath cycles. the end of that, bring yourself to happy baby. Maybe a little deeper happy baby than you found earlier. Try to keep your shins nice and vertical, and to bring a little more active to this, pull your tailbone down as you keep that vertical shin. It doesn't have to be super static. There can be a little rock if you want, side to side, those little baby extensions, but still holding your foot to kind of add some tension to those little extensions side to side. Let your feet go and shake your legs loose a little bit. Let's just do a waterfall or a shoulder stand. Either or. Oh, Oliver, my helper right now. I love it. And if you're in a waterfall, it can be still. Close your eyes. Let your jaw go, let your face go, and just the length and smoothness of your breath. And if you chose a shoulder stand, move to plow a little sooner, if that's what you want, is plow. And then maybe that plow transitions into a waterfall. Like you kind of got what you needed and can move into a little bit more still place in waterfall. If there's a wall nearby you and you want to do legs up the wall, do that. Count out 3 breaths. Close your eyes and just savor every moment of them. At the end of those 3, shavasana. I'll rest. Spread yourself out and let yourself go a little bit right now. bring a little movement into your body, into your fingers and your toes and your neck, and start to kind of wake stuff up. Let that movement kind of bring you to a big stretch or whatever you need there to kind of come back. You could stay on your back or you can roll over to your right side, whatever you feel like just makes sense right now in transition. Come on up and have a seat. Sit nice and tall. Bring your hands to heart center. Let's just close our little practice here with one big Om. Take a big breath in. Thumb knuckles up to your forehead center. In honor of this time together, bow and say Namaste. Thanks, you guys. Can't wait to see you all again soon. And please reach out to us if there's anything that we can do to help you in this time. I hope you have a chance to join me next Tuesday for caring for yourself and others in COVID. Take care. Have a great day.
Thanks for taking the time.
Mm-hmm.